3, 4.
So the elastic band is not going to do
the emulsion side is on the inside.
Oh, right, of course.
The only difference is when you get to the final step, which is called the fixer, which actually removes the silver from it, the negative. You have to do it twice because you'll see when I take it out of the tank, it'll have a blue stripe where the elastic band is, but then you just shift the elastic bands in a little bit, put it back in the tank, refix it, and then it's good to go.
That's the nice thing about fixing. You can just kind of start fixing them,
yeah,
and then you can already take them out shortly and go
exactly.
effective much more.
Yeah. So that's the basic of how you load film into a light tight tank. So now I will do that. Hopefully correctly.
How much would it cost for everything on the table?
$80.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's actually pretty cheap.
yeah, it's not that expensive. I've had
it's a good memory card.
Yeah, I don't do black and white very often. I've had this bottle here for 6 months, and there's still quite a lot in it. It'll probably do. I only use 30 milliliters at a time with this, and this can make 2 gallons. So it's film in here with me.
It would be, and maybe the elastics too.
Yeah, thanks.
What about expiry dates? I mean, how long will they last?
See, we're watching.
2011, new. After you've opened it and exposed to air, then you're supposed to use it. But I haven't had a problem. And again, if it starts getting a little old, it starts losing some of its strength, you can just do a test. Like I could just take this, develop this blown sheet, see how it looks. If it's completely clear, then I know it's developing well. If it's not completely developing, it's not completely clear, then I know I need to add more time, and you can just compensate for that. And you can use chemicals a lot longer than their expiration date. So I'm gonna load what I need into here. You sort of have a system that you develop as to where you put things, so you know where things are. Because once your hands are inside the dark bag and things are and the film is exposed, you can't take your hands out, because even that little bit of light that comes in as you pull your hand out will expose the film. So if you make a mistake and you have to take your hands out, or your wife starts tickling you or something like that.
Because we don't argue. This is where I get back to him.
Totally.
When I have a problem.
Yeah. Then you have to reload all the film into something that's light tight inside, and then you can take your hands out.
Or you walk into a dark room.
Right. Exactly. Unfortunately, we have no room in this house that is completely light tightable. Even the bathroom, you can get a little bit of light underneath the door, even at night, and that's enough to expose film. So, this is exciting watching me.
Watch his face.
So you sort of look up and like, okay, that's there, and okay, it's exposed, and I'm pulling the sheet out, the film holder, and tacoing it.
You have the scissors?
I don't need scissors for 4x5, which is nice.
It's pre-cut.
It's pre-cut sheet film. You only need scissors for 35 millimeter.
Not the 120.
Don't need it for 120. The tape comes off. You can just peel it off.
Is there a 640 size?
640? No. There's, 120 is a very flexible format. You can shoot depending on it depends on the camera. So the 120 film is used for 6:4:5, which is pretty similar to normal 35 millimeter aspect ratio. You can shoot square 6:6, as I said, 6:7, 6:9, 6:12, 6:17. Even farther. It's purely limited to the camera and how wide a frame it sets on.
So the 6.6 that refers to the dimensions.
Yes, 6.6. So that'd be 6 centimeters by 6 centimeters, or 2¼ inch by 2¼ inch. That's the standard for like a Yashica look-down TLR camera, or a Hasselblad. It's the classic medium format aspect ratio.
Well, the 645 Mamiya that I bought is 6 by 4.5 centimeters.
Yeah, and that gets you a little bit more shots on a frame or on a roll. It gets you 16 shots on a roll instead of 12.
The brownie you have there is a 6 by 12.
What was that one? Two.
Probably 6 by 9.
No, 6 by 9 is the small brownie I have. Here's
The small brownie shoots a format called 127, and 127 is like a miniature 120, so it's a miniature version of the medium format. It's like a mini medium format, and that shoots 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter negatives.
Oh, the small brownie.
The small brownie. The big brownie shoots 616.
Oh, that's the same my things, yeah. So you have to rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, my last. We're almost done here.
Which camera are you using?
Several.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the last one. Okay, then I put the top on.
Pretty good with an audience.
And
And talking.
Professor mode. Alright, so now that's all in the tank. And I can find out if I screwed up or not.
Pull it down and go, ah!
Where did that come from?
Another film lying around.
Films in there.
Right on.
And you have film holders. And these are the dark slides that go in. When I shoot 4.5 and I don't have any film loaded, I keep the bottom flap open, so I know there's no film loaded in it. I've made that mistake many times.
Big oops moment.
Yeah, the other nice thing about dark slides
Sometimes
is that they have, at the top, they have a dark side along here and a light side. So you can have your own system as to, you know, if you've, not only do you have film loaded in it, but have you exposed it already? Again, a very common thing. For me, I use the dark side to let me know that it's not exposed, and then the light side to let me know that it's been exposed to light. So for example, this set of 2 here, I know I've shot this because it's got the light sides out. Whatever system you would pick, you would really want to stick with it. No point confusing yourself even more. Let's see, I just put it in backwards. There we go. Go. And then probably a couple of band stuff. Okay. Just enough. All right, so that's enough. Don't need this anymore. So now I've got film in here. I can pop the top off. No lights getting in. It's still safe. So dilution time. On the bottle, it'll have different dilutions. Usually what people will use for black and white at home in small batches is called dilution B. And basically then you just do some math. You need to know how big your tank is, so you know how much to put in, the ratio of water to chemical. In this case, because I've done this before, I know that it's 30 milliliters.
Now you have to do the lap.
It's alive. And 30 milliliters, and then though it's technically temperature sensitive to, you know, you want to keep it around 20 degrees based on the formula that I have. I'm sort of like, yeah, it's close enough. Yeah.
No problem.
And then I've got a 980 milliliter tank, so and I still have some more chemical in here, so I want to make sure that that all gets in.